Have you ever wondered why we sometimes act in ways that don't align with our true selves? Could it be the work of our ego? Now you might be thinking, what's this ego she's talking about? Well, the ego is a part of our identity that we construct for ourselves. It's that voice in our head that's constantly telling us how we should act, how we should feel, and how we should perceive the world around us. Sometimes, the ego can be a helpful companion, guiding us through life's challenges. But at other times it can mislead us, causing us to act in ways that don't truly reflect who we are. It can make us overly defensive, overly ambitious, or overly judgmental. In essence, our ego can be both our friend and our foe. It's not inherently bad, but if left unchecked, it can lead us astray. Understanding our ego is the first step to gaining control over it. So, what exactly is this ego we're talking about? In simple terms, ego is our sense of self. It's our identity, our self-esteem, and our self-importance all rolled into one. It's the voice in our head that tells us we're unique, significant, and deserving of attention. It's a vital component of our psychological makeup, shaping how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. Let's break this down. Firstly, identity. This is the story we tell ourselves about who we are. It's our inner narrative, the accumulation of our experiences, beliefs, and values. It's the label we attach to ourselves. I am a writer. I am a parent. I am a friend. Our ego clings to these labels, using them to define us and separate us from others. Next, we have self-esteem. This is our judgment of our own worth. It's the score we give ourselves at the end of the day. Our ego inflates when this score is high, leading to feelings of superiority and entitlement. But when it's low, our ego deflates, resulting in feelings of inadequacy and rejection. Lastly, self-importance. This is the belief that we matter more than others, that our thoughts, feelings, and actions hold more weight. Our ego thrives on this belief, using it to demand attention and validation. It can lead us to become self-absorbed, overlooking the needs and feelings of others. But it's crucial to remember that our ego isn't inherently negative. It can be a powerful motivator, driving us to achieve our goals and strive for success. It can boost our confidence, helping us to tackle challenges and seize opportunities. It can even protect us, cushioning us from criticism and failure. However, if left unchecked, our ego can also lead to self-destruction. It can blind us to our flaws and mistakes, making us resistant to change and growth. It can isolate us from others, fostering resentment and conflict. It can even sabotage our happiness, creating unrealistic expectations and perpetual dissatisfaction. So, ego isn't entirely bad or good. It's a tool, and like any tool, it depends on how we use it. We've all seen how unchecked ego can lead to downfall. But how does this happen? Let's dive into the world of our inner selves and explore the impact of an unchecked ego. It's like a wild stallion with no reins, galloping towards a cliff edge, oblivious to the impending danger. One of the most evident consequences is arrogance. When our ego inflates, humility deflates. We start to believe we're superior, and our views become the only right ones. This arrogance can blind us from seeing different perspectives, limiting our growth and understanding. An unchecked ego also makes us unreceptive to criticism. We start to view any form of critique as an attack on our self-worth, making it difficult for us to learn from our mistakes. We become defensive, often responding with anger or denial, and this can stifle our personal and professional development. Relationships too bear the brunt of an unchecked ego. We begin to prioritize our needs, our ideas, our feelings above others, creating a chasm between us and the people around us. This can lead to strained relationships, isolation, and a lack of genuine human connection. Yet it's not all doom and gloom. The ego, when balanced, can be a powerful tool for personal growth. A balanced ego allows us to maintain a healthy level of self-esteem without tipping into arrogance. It enables us to accept criticism constructively, using it as a stepping stone to improve ourselves. It helps us to respect and value others' perspectives, fostering better interactions and relationships. A balanced ego is like a well-trained horse. It's strong, confident, but knows its boundaries. It understands when to take charge and when to step back. It becomes an ally, not an adversary, in our journey of self-improvement. So, while the unchecked ego can indeed lead to a downfall, the balanced ego can pave the way to personal growth and better interactions. Balancing ego isn't about eliminating it, but about harnessing its power for positive change. So, how do we harness the power of our ego without letting it control us? The first step on this journey is self-awareness. It's about understanding your own strengths and weaknesses. Your ego can often cloud your judgment and make it difficult to see your flaws, but by introspecting and being honest with yourself, you can start to see your true self, not just the one your ego wants you to see. Next, let's talk about humility. It's a virtue that often takes a back seat when the ego is in the driver's seat. Humility is not about downplaying your achievements or abilities, but rather recognizing that you're part of a larger whole. You're not the center of the universe, and that's okay. Truly humble individuals understand that every person they meet can teach them something valuable. Finally, embrace constructive criticism. It's the ego's natural instinct to reject any form of criticism, to protect our self-image. But constructive criticism is not an attack. It's an opportunity to grow. When you receive feedback, don't let your ego get in the way. Instead, listen, reflect, and learn. These steps are not a one-time solution, but a continual process. It's about taming the ego, not eliminating it. Because a well-tamed ego can help you to strive for your goals, stand up for what you believe in, and be confident in your abilities. Remember, a balanced ego can be your greatest ally. So, there you have it. A closer look at the role and impact of ego in our lives. We've unmasked the ego, explored its influence, and shared strategies for taming its tricky terrain. Remember, the power to understand and manage our ego is within us. It's about self-awareness, balance, and continual growth. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with others who might benefit from understanding their ego a little better. Thanks for watching.